there's in any single relationship, you will find out as the relationship goes on. Oh God, I don't like that thing about that person. That's kind of. Some people are overprotective. Some people have OCD. My wife has had to put up with my OCD. As you know, Adrian, I have OCD,
which has to be very annoying to live with.
I'm not even going to get into what the things are that I do that are OCD, but it annoys my wife a lot of time. One of the things actually I have to do, and I'll just share it with you briefly, is when I am leaving the house, when we're all leaving the house together, I have to check the door handle 5 times to make sure it's locked. It has to be 5 times. Can't be 4, can't be 6. And I put the key back in 5 times to check. That's just something I have to do. I have no control over it, okay?
Well, you do have control over it.
But then you know nothing about OCD.
You have no control over that.
You don't have control over it.
Anyway, I would find that really annoying.
It's called obsessive compulsive.
I would find that really annoying.
And she does as well. And I try over that thing. In the same way, when you were addicted to cigarettes, your missus hated that you were a smoker. Mm-hmm. Did she leave you over?
No, she didn't.
No. So even though she despised the fact that you were stinking of cigarettes, yeah, she didn't leave you. Why?
I don't know.
I know I told her to. No, but all joking aside, why didn't she leave you?
Because she loves me.
Because every relationship has its obstacles. So I'm just shocked. I'm disappointed that so many of you are like, run for the hills. And if anything, that shows that it is Friday night for a meal, but I'm just letting you know, I suffer with bipolar. You would say, bye, see you later. I think that's wrong.
Our WhatsApp number is 085 825 2626. If you would like to give us your opinion on today's conversation, let me kick off with Sophie.
When it comes to mental health in particular, relationship.
Good morning, everybody. I get bored of the sound of my own voice, so I just want to listen to the radio. Music, maybe, but mine's column98finnegan@gmail.com. That's what it is. Good morning to everybody. I just woke up with a little bit of a heavy head today, but I like to listen to someone talk rather than silence. So, good morning, and I hope to have a nice spliff and chat with you.
Can definitely be impacted and influenced by it, especially if one in the couple has a mental health issue, where if the other party doesn't feel comfortable, or if they feel they don't have the capacity themselves to be in a relationship with someone with a mental health issue, then they have to look after themselves in those moments. Now, of course, there is no obligation to stay with someone, whether they have a mental health condition or not, but they do have an obligation or responsibility or accountability to be open and honest with that person and be like, look, it's not comfortable being in this relationship, and it's up to them to know when they want to step away from it.
Opinions Matter with Adrian Kennedy and Jeremy Dixon, a daily podcast from Ireland about opinions.
Vanessa, you're on Opinions Matter. How are you, Vanessa?
How are you, folks?
Vanessa, you yourself live with bipolar.
Yep.
And what did you want to say on this?
Okay, so there's 2 types of bipolar, first of all. There's bipolar 1, which is the more extreme form, and there's bipolar 2, which I have. I have been medicated before. I'm not medicated now. I do have a therapist. I talk through everything that I'm going through. So bipolar is the inability to regulate your emotions.
Correct, yes.
Sometimes you don't even recognize the emotion until you've actually had the time to process through the emotion. So when I get upset with my partner, Mark will we'll kind of give distance to each other so that I can process my emotions. And then once I've done that, I come back to him and I talk to him rationally. But I can't do that if I'm in an emotional state.
From his point of view, obviously he's gotten used to dealing with it, and you deal with it in a certain way, but it has to be difficult on him, is it?
It can be. But see, when you're in a relationship, especially one for someone who wants resolution immediately, or for an insecure person, you need that resolution from an argument that you can push before someone's ready to actually explain what they're thinking. So for him, he's a very patient person naturally. So again, we just separate. But he is the right person for me. We didn't get together until I was in my 30s. So I've had relationships where it just didn't work because they weren't what I needed in a partner and I wasn't what they needed in a partner. It doesn't mean that for him to break up with her is him being awful because she has bipolar. Stop infantilizing her. She understands her mind. She understands that they're going to have problems. But some people are just not equipped to deal with that specific problem.
Okay, so
in terms of how her mind works.
Okay, so if he were to walk away because he finds it really, really difficult to deal with her unregulated emotions, as you described it, you wouldn't think he was a bad person?
No, he's just not the right person in the space that he's in at the moment. First of all, you have to look after your own mental health, and if you don't have the ability in that time of living that you can provide the stability that she needs, or that she can't provide the stability that he needs in that relationship at that particular time, then they shouldn't be in a relationship.
Sorry,
it doesn't make him a monster. It doesn't make him awful. He's just recognizing that it's not going to work where they're at the moment.
Okay, but every relationship has its hurdles. And by the way, now I haven't spoken to Steve. Amanda did speak to Steve about 2 hours ago. And as far as I know, and I'm just passing on second-hand information, his mental health is not suffering because of the relationship. He just finds it difficult. By the way, every relationship is difficult. There's days that I come home and my wife's in a mood with me, and there's days I come home and I'm in a mood with her just because I'm in a bad mood. But you don't walk away over something like that. It
depends on what he wants out of the relationship. How they've only been together 7 months, and I'm actually really upset that she didn't tell him immediately that she had bipolar. That's really odd.
Congratulations and tribulations. There's loads of wasps hunting. Guys, I got it. I got the wasp, but then I went and crawled into the door frame. I got it, and then before I could stand on it, and then it went into the door frame. So now it's calling all its friends. So now I'm under attack. Well done, Lena. You're going to be over the moon with all that that's on offer.
No, because
it's a big part of her.
Because a lot of people wouldn't give someone a chance then if they told them that.
Well, if
you're hiding it, then she's deliberately hiding it.
Well, get to know someone first.
Okay, but
in order to be in a relationship with someone, especially if you've been dealing with bipolar your entire life. I was diagnosed before I turned 10. So I've been learning coping strategies and recognizing my emotions and that sort of thing for a very long time. I'm now 38. So if you've been dealing with it a long time, it's just part of who you are. And you're front and honest about that. If she's embarrassed about it, then maybe she may not have explained it, or like that if she thinks nobody's going to give me a chance because I have bipolar. Well, if they're not going to give you a chance because you're bipolar, they don't deserve a chance from you. Very simple. Because you need a particular partner for you to thrive.
So this guy, as he said in his message, I wanted to end the relationship, but family members of mine said it's disgusting to walk away from someone over their mental health. But the bipolar thing is hard to deal with. She's on meds, but it doesn't do an awful lot for her. So you wouldn't think him a bad person if you walked away?
No, well, I would advise, if he really does want this relationship to work, probably couples therapy, so he can start to understand how to deal with her emotions in a way that's going to make it easier on him and her. If he doesn't want to be don't be in that relationship, he has to think of himself and what he's able to manage. Because if he continues in a relationship that he's not happy with, and I know everyone has their issues, but being bipolar is a particular difficult challenge for any new relationship. So if he doesn't think she can be what he needs and he can be what she needs, go your separate ways. Try, if he does want the relationship, learn about bipolar, go to her therapy sessions if she has them, and try to understand her triggers so they can work together but again, it depends on what he wants out of that relationship. If he's serious about the relationship here, he'll try to understand it. If he's not what she needs, if she's not what he needs, it's not going to work.
Okay, stay there for a second. And the mere fact that he even contacted us about this issue says to me that this isn't the relationship for him. Otherwise, he wouldn't have...
Well, to me, it actually says that he wants this relationship, but he's afraid that he's going to lose more than just the girl.
Okay, stay there for a second, Vanessa.
So no relationship is perfect, lads, by the way. Every relationship has different hurdles.
But this is a particular ongoing issue. This isn't going to go away anytime soon. Do you know what I mean? This is something he's going to have to continually deal with. And if after 7 months he's finding her bipolar difficult to deal with,
but there's lots
what
of
will it
things
be like in 2 or 3 years?
You get into a relationship with someone who could have 2 kids from a previous marriage, and those kids could be little shits that ruin your dates. You can't go out on dates, you can't go on holidays and stuff. Should you walk away from, like...
Some people do, yeah.
But again, if we had a caller on now saying, I dated a girl last week and then I found out she had 2 kids and I dropped her like a sack of spuds, I don't want that baggage.
But there are people who would see no problem with that.
I don't think there are.
Let me go to Ed. You're on Opinions Matter, Ed. How are you?
Hi, lads.
Now, Ed, what do you want to say on this?
Yeah, it is disgraceful. It makes my blood boil, to be honest, that he wants to walk away.
Makes your blood boil? Why?
Yes, because if he hasn't got balls to look after her, like, is he against people that have disabilities?
I wouldn't think that. His exact words were, there's some days where she's great and then other days she's a different person, short-fused and snappy with me, and I just can't deal with her moods. That's not saying he's an issue with somebody with a disability.
Every one of us is like that some days. So what are you going to do? Like, because we're all human, we're all like that sometimes. Even me. And I haven't got a bipolar.
Yes, okay. So this guy's in a relationship with this lady 7 months, okay? So they're not together 20 years, 7 months. And he is finding her moods and so on extremely difficult to deal with. And he wants to walk away. Surely he's better off to get out of the relationship now rather than letting it go further.
Well, I mean, it is his choice, but I think it's disgraceful, though, because, like, give it a chance.
He has.
You only
7 months.
only really need 7 months. Not a lot.
Well, Vanessa, what would you say to that? That he should stick this out and give it a chance?
Well, yeah, as you said, he's given it 7 months and he's finding that he can't deal with it. And to be honest with you, if he can't, like, okay, so he's saying that she's snappy with him. So that is the brain's response, in a sense, that she's taking whatever he's saying as an attack, or whoever it is as an attack. And she can't differentiate something being said in a nice way to something being attacked. That's very difficult for someone to actually understand and to process and to deal with themselves. So it's not just as simple as, oh, everybody is snappy from time to time. This is like nervous system kind of fight or flight response that you genuinely feel you're attacked. And if you're with someone that has that inability to understand that you are there to protect them, to love them, then it's very draining on you as a person. So this is...
The hamster got out of his ball and all the little kittens were running around. And he only has one eye. So I had to save his other eye. Put him back in his ball and sellotape back while we clean out his cage. Good morning to everybody.
It's not a disability. It's actually something much more fundamental to people, to their actual sense of being.
Okay, in other words, Ed, if he feels that he's not the right person for this girl because he just can't cope with her mental health issues, then he would be better off walk away for him and for her.
Well, why did she date her in the first place then?
He didn't know. She never told him at the start.
Well, he should have found out in the first place, then decided if he wanted to be in a relationship or not. But it is disgraceful. If he finds out later and then walks away, it's disgraceful, to be honest.
Okay, but as I said, he's with her 7 months. She diagnosed bipolar. She never told me at the start of our relationship. So he didn't know at the very start. He only found out subsequently.
Yeah, well, finding out about that and then walking away, it's like abandoning that person. Oh, you look after yourself. I don't give a shit about you anymore. That's disgusting.
Okay, so if he were your brother and he was talking about ending a relationship, you would, like his family have, say it's disgusting to walk away from somebody because they have mental health issues.
Yeah, it is disgusting. Like any issue that person has, any issue that person has, it is disgusting. Because, like, say, for example, if I was to sign up for Tinder, now I don't need to sign up, but, like, if I was to sign up for Tinder and not tell anyone that I'm visually impaired, and then 7 months later I did tell them, and they say, "Oh, you look after yourself, I don't care about you," that would be disgraceful. That is disgusting. Like, leaving someone after finding out about their issue, whatever it is, that is disgusting.
Okay, so to walk away from somebody because you're finding it difficult to cope with their mental health issues is disgusting.
It is disgusting because, like, if you love this person and if you loved her so much, it is disgusting to walk away.
Okay, stay there for a second if you can, please, Ed. I want to bring in, Jeremy.
Let me ask you all a question. And I want an honest answer to this, because I'm siding with Ed on this one. And this is for men, and I'll explain why it's for men. Okay, so you're in a relationship with a woman and you're married, okay? And she has a baby, okay? And everything is going great and you have a very happy marriage. And your wife, as many women do, develops postnatal depression.
This is a very different conversation. No, it's not.
It's not.
Postnatal depression doesn't last the rest of your life.
Oh, well, that's
bipolar disorder.
Okay, that's where you're very ignorant about it, because it can last years.
Yep.
You can literally known someone who still suffers with postnatal depression years after they gave birth. It can last years. So how would you feel? And I answer this honestly. How would you feel if we had a man on the air right now saying, "I walked away from the mother of my child because she had PND"? Stop.
Firstly, we're not going to get a caller like that. But secondly, that's a very, very different scenario.
It's not.
Because you're talking about a committed couple. This guy is only with her 7 months. They're not married. They don't have kids together.
And
they're
literally postnatal depression is not bipolar. Nobody's saying it is, Robert. Don't be stupid. I'm saying they are both.
It's a ridiculous comparison.
No,
it is. This guy is only in a relationship 7 months. He's not married. He doesn't have kids with her.
They are
completely
both
different
forms of mental health issues.
But it's a ridiculous comparison.
No, yeah, because it doesn't suit the agenda.
Our WhatsApp number is 085-825-2626. Trev.
What's the story, agent? Trevor here. Time to run. Time to get out. Because if he's already thought about handing it, it's already over. He's just dragging it out. Nothing can be done after that point, Trev.
It's the Opinions Matter podcast with Adrian Kennedy and Jeremy Dixon. A podcast from Ireland with a difference.
Amanda, you're on Opinions Matter. How are you, Amanda?
Hi, guys. How are you?
Good, thanks, Amanda. Well, you've heard what Ed said, that it would be absolutely disgusting after 7 months of a relationship to walk away from somebody because they have bipolar disorder. What did you want to say on this?
Well, I've got bipolar. I've bipolar type 2. And sorry, I'm very nervous. And what I would say to that is, I'm 34. I'm 34 this year. I've learned over the years that with having bipolar, firstly, I'm very upfront about it. I don't hide it for anyone. Secondly, you also have to be aware that not everybody can cope with dealing with bipolar, and that's completely understandable.
And that's obviously Steve's situation. He's finding it really difficult to cope.
It's so okay, because someone with bipolar, I'll openly admit, I find myself hard to deal with sometimes, let alone somebody else having to deal with me. And it can be hard, and a lot of the time that's snapping and that back and forth. That's probably her fighting her own brain. She probably doesn't even realise she's snapping with him and that she's being a little hostile. And again, if he's not okay to deal with that, then he's perfectly okay to walk away. Just because somebody has a disability doesn't mean you have to stay with them and mammy them. And if I'm in a relationship with someone, I don't expect them to look after me. I don't expect them to run around after me because of a disability.
As a matter of interest, are you in a relationship?
Yeah, I'm in a 5-year relationship and I've got 2 kids.
And how does your partner cope?
Grand. Like, obviously, sometimes I can have a bad day or whatever, and I'll text him when he's in work and say, look, I'm having a bit of a rough day today. And he'd be like, well, do you know what, babe? When I come home, you sit down, I'll make the dinner, and we'll watch a nice movie together, and that might cheer you up. Happy days, thank you. That's all I needed. A hug and a bit of compassion. And that's probably all she needs too. But people don't get that. People think, oh, bipolar, it's angry, it's aggressive, it's this. It's not. Like, I cry more than I get angry. But I've bipolar type 2, like I said. And for me, a bad day, I would cry,
Okay, so we heard from Ed saying that it is disgusting. It's very selfish to walk away from a relationship because you can't cope with her bipolar issues. You wouldn't condemn him for walking away?
No, I would applaud him for doing that, because if he can't deal with her now at 7 months, he's certainly not going to deal with her in 2 years. He's certainly not going to be able to deal with her in 5 years. And like you said, comes along marriage, comes along kids. Our mental health can go up and down. People with bipolar are actually more likely to get postpartum depression. So that brings it back to what Jeremy said. So it's not just people with bipolar, it's people with autism, people with bipolar, people with ADHD. Anyone who has an illness like that are prone to postnatal depression. So again, if he can't cope now, walk away. That's fine. Just don't try to get out and make it worse.
Let me put that straight back to you. That if he can't cope now after 7 months, in another couple of years, it's going to be even more difficult for him to cope with. So he should be applauded for walking away, basically.
Okay, well, there are different types of autism as well. So you're saying round of applause if he walks away, if she had autism, for example, as well.
Nobody has to live with somebody who has a disability if they don't want to. But you're taking that away.
Oh my God, you are disgusting. So you
understand they're not bipolar, right? You're calling the person with the disability disgusting. You do get that, right? You just called the person with the disability disgusting because you, an able person, has decided an opinion on somebody with a disability, and you've decided your opinion on my disability is more valid than my own opinion of myself. Enlighten me.
Hang on, that's
tell me how I'm disgusting. Enlighten me. I'd love to know. How am I disgusting for having an opinion about my disability? Go on.
Because you're saying round of applause for them walking away. They don't love them if they just walk away like that.
And that's okay, because that's what relationships are. Sometimes you're in love, sometimes you're not, sometimes you last, and sometimes you don't.
But you've got to love the person for who they are.
Ed, have you never had anyone dump you? Or being dumped? Anything? Not all relationships last, and that's perfectly okay. Not everybody's meant to be together. I'm in a relationship 5 years. I hope I'm with him forever. But if I'm not, that's life. I'll move on. That's love. That's life. Just because somebody has a disability, you don't treat them differently.
Well,
I mean, you could be nice. He could try to be nice and break up with her, and not in a mean way. I mean, that would be appreciative.
I hope you both had a good 11th, sorry. I've seen lots of fires, I've seen lots of videos. I was on 420 audits, I was on someone else's. There's hamsters dying, there's kittens, there's cats, there's dogs, and then there's a wasp, and I killed the wasp and we don't know where it went. So I'm trying to enjoy me bleeding, me piff. It's the second one a day. I mix both of them together. It's the fattest one, it's gorgeous. So I'm just chilling and listening to the radio.
Much, but he could say, here, I don't think this is for me, I'm not really happy, we should break up, and we both move on.
Yes, and he doesn't, and you're dead right, he doesn't have to say to her, I am ending this because I can't cope with your moods. He just has to say, I'm ending this because I'm not ready for a committed relationship, or whatever.
Whatever, yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then you shake hands, hug it out, or whatever you do, and you walk on with your life. She'll go home, she'll have a cry, and she'll get over it.
And Ed, just to go back to what you were saying, do you hardly believe that somebody should stay with somebody just because they have a disability?
If they really truly love them.
But after 7 months, do you know if you really truly love somebody?
No, but
so is now not the time to walk away rather than letting the relationship develop even more?
But you're not giving this person a chance as well.
Okay, stay there for a second. Let me bring in more.
His cage is clean.
Where is his bag of food?
Oh, his bag of food is beside the front door. It's in a white bag.
Someone who's visually impaired is quite insulting, is it not?
It is insulting.
I would imagine there are a lot of people that would say I wouldn't date somebody who's visually impaired.
So what I'm saying is, Ed, a lot of people are hating on him, including Angry Trevor, who's about to come on and rip him a new arsehole. You have to see the place that Ed is coming from. And like Dave McLaughlin, Ed sounds inbred. Why use their comments like that? That's bullying behaviour, Dave. Like, what is it with the people on this podcast sometimes that they can't handle? You're listening to I'm sorry, I'm going off on a rant here, Adrian. You're listening to a podcast that's called, give them the name just in case they've forgotten.
Opinions Matter.
It's called Opinions Matter, okay? Not just your opinion, Dave, or any of your opinions. It's for every opinion. And when you tune into a podcast called Opinions Matter, you are going to hear, surprise, surprise, you're going to hear different opinions. And the arrogance of people to think that they can live in a world and listen to a podcast that's called Opinions Matter and never hear opinions that they disagree with. And when they do disagree with, they punch down by saying, oh, that caller sounds inbred. You're the one that's always, Dave, going on about people punching down. You punch down and you let yourself down. People, here, wake up, big boy. People have different opinions to you. The world doesn't revolve around you. Thank you.
Trevor, you're on Opinion. How are you, Trevor?
What's the story, boys?
Yeah, Trevor, you're annoyed as well.
Because you heard it.
I'm very pissed off with Ed.
Oh, you heard an opinion you don't agree with either on the.
No, hang on, Jeremy, wind your fucking neck in, alright? All I said was I'm pissed off with him, right? He's entitled to his opinion, but he's not going to fucking sit there and say someone who wants to leave someone is disgusting because they were lied to from the start of the relationship and then they found out something that's very life altering after a few months. Now, I would like to ask Ed a question if I can.
Off you go.
On. Ed, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying you got with a board and for months she's lied to you about something, and then you discover that it's altering, it's life altering. You wouldn't break up the relationship, right?
No.
Okay, let's say you found out she was born a man. Would you end the relationship then?
If
And
she's,
fully transitioned. Would you end the relationship?
No matter who they are. I love them for who they are.
That was a long pause, Ed. That was a very long pause, now, I have to say. Now, back to this story, Ed, right? Because I don't believe you wouldn't end the relationship if you found out the girl you're with is actually transgender. But anyway, I'm going to go back to this story that we're talking about today. The fella has already said he feels like ending a relationship. The relationship's done. It's dusted. He's no longer in love. But you're telling me he should stay in that relationship, otherwise he's disgusting. So if you fall out of love with someone because they've lied to you for 7 straight months, but you think they should stay in the relationship and he should suffer. Is that what you're saying?
No, Trevor. She didn't lie to him. She just kept it quiet. That's totally different.
Well, that's a lie of omission, isn't it?
It's not.
Oh, okay. So, but do you think he should stay in the relationship, Ed, because even though he's not happy and his flat would suffer?
I was meant to give Aztec Media a call, guys. He's probably busy with his family. But I'll catch him on the next one. But I was going to give him a call. But before that, I started to clean out the hamster cage. I put him in the ball and all that. And then I came out here and said I'll do it live. So I forgot about it. So my missus is in there doing the hamster cage now. And it's just a normal Sunday morning. I'm trying to make the most of it.
Is that what you're saying?
I know, Trevor. She didn't lie to him. She just kept it quiet. That's totally different.
Well, that's a lie of omission, isn't it?
It's not.
Oh, okay. So, but do you think he should stay in a relationship, Ed, because even though he's not happy and his family and friends are forcing him to stay into that relationship, do you think that's right?
Well, if he's not happy, I mean, well, maybe he should have sat down with her and.
But the relationship's done. He's already said he doesn't want to be. He said he's thought about breaking up with her. When you get to that stage, love is gone. So if you're telling me, are you telling me he should stay in a relationship if the love is gone, just because she has a disability, just so he can suffer, just so he can be there to be her beating post? Are you telling me that's what he should be doing?
He should sit down with her and have a discussion.
That's not what I asked you. You're not listening to me. Are you telling me if you knew for a fact he is falling out of love with her, the relationship is done and dusted, his family and friends are forcing him into staying in that relationship, telling him he's disgusting for leaving over what we know is her bipolar, but she doesn't know that. He could easily end the relationship saying, listen, look, I'm not feeling anymore. But are you telling us, the Opinions Matter viewers, listeners, that he should stay in this relationship and suffer?
I'm not saying how is he suffering at first?
Because he's not interested in her head anymore, in her head. Do you not get this? He's not in love with her anymore. He feels betrayed at 7 months.
Well, I lied to my missus for 1 year about being a crackhead. It took her 3 months to speak to me after that. So am I a cunt? Oh, Fable, don't you mind those stupid little butts, because we love you for you. Just keep being you, Fable. Very good. Good morning to everybody. So, where you bastard? Where are you? Oh, wait. His name is Solway. He will kick the shit out of you if you have a Palestinian flag within 100 feet of his house. 'Cause he's from Ireland and he thinks fuck you and your Palestinian flag. Hey, Cali Dab, what's happening? I won't go back down now, guys.
Of an absolute fucking lie. And he's already said he can't handle her mood swings. So if he can't handle it, the relationship is dead, but you were calling him disgusting for wanting to leave, and his family and friends are calling him disgusting. Do you not think you're a bit in the wrong there, Ed? Come on, answer the straight question. Don't be
No, I'm not. Hang on a sec. Okay, let me finish saying what I was saying. He should sit down and have a discussion. He should sit down and have a discussion with her, asking her, do you think we're right for each other? And this and that and the other. And if they both agree that they're not right for each other, if she says to him, okay, if you can't handle my moods anymore, that's fine. That would be way more mature.
But you're bringing a bipolar into this, Ed, and he doesn't want to do that. Do you not get that?
Well,
like, you've been in relationships, yeah?
He's a fucking scumbag then if he's not able to handle it, and he's not mature.
Now we're getting even harsher with this calling of names. Okay, Ed. Have you ever been in a relationship, Ed?
I am in a relationship.
Oh no. You've had previous relationships, yeah?
Yes.
Have you ever fallen out of love with someone and ended the relationship?
Yes.
Oh, you fucking scumbag, Ed. How could you do it? How could you break her heart?
But it was okay.
Why didn't you stay in the relationship, Ed, and suffer it? Why didn't you stay?
She broke my heart, okay?
No, I asked you, did you ever break up with someone?
No.
No, you've never. Right, so you've actually never even experienced his side of this, have you? You've always been the dumped one, so that's really why you have an axe to grind here, isn't it, Ed? It's not got to do with this bipolar. You're just a broken man who just doesn't want to be dumped, feel like someone else deserves to be dumped.
Well, but hang on. So you're telling me if I have a partner for years, and if we
you there, Ed?
Break up,
sorry, Ed, your phone line completely dropped there.
Yes, I'm still here. Yeah. So both have a disability, and if we were to decide to break up one time, okay, I'd say that's fine. And if I find someone new, and if they say, "Oh, you're visually impaired, I can't be with you anymore," well, then you're disgusting. Like, seriously, like you
So you're telling me, right? If I meet a girl on Tinder, now I'm married, so obviously this is never going to happen. But if I meet a girl on Tinder and I go into the restaurant and she comes in a wheelchair and I just go, "I can't handle this," I'm disgusting, am I? Even though she didn't divulge that information to me. Why is that, Ed? That is a life-changing relationship. Ed, you're not listening to me. That is a life-changing disability. And I'm not saying I would, Ed. I'm only putting a hypothetical out there. If I couldn't handle that, are you telling me I should still enter that relationship in the hopes that one day I can accept it and handle it?
Well, it's your choice, but you are still a tramp for doing that. You should accept it.
Ed, what's with the name calling, man?
Trev, yeah, watch the name calling, Ed. In fairness, Trevor, you're not exactly husband of the year. You said, what was it, about 6 months ago?
Oh, here we go. Jeremy. Let's not go down this road. He is basically calling this fella a scumbag and a lowlife for wanting to end a relationship that he is being forced to stay in by his family and friends, and he's not in love with the girl anymore, but he's just going to end it.
I just want to ask Ed a question. Ed, you've already admitted that you have visual disability. Imagine in a couple of years you're single and you go on Tinder and you go on a date, and this is the example we gave a while ago. You go on a date, and it's only then when you're on that first date that the person that you're on the date with discovers that you live with a visual impairment. Can you understand Or would you understand if that person at the end of that meal or whatever said, listen, Ed, I'm really sorry, you're a lovely fella, but I don't think I want to be
you're disgusting if you do that, Adrian.
I don't think I want to be in a relationship with somebody with a visual disability. You would think that person is a scumbag as well, would you?
Scumbag, yeah, that's what you said.
They should accept you for who you are and not pay attention to your outside. That's my opinion now.
But this is, hang on.
Ed, can I say one more thing, Ed?
You've said enough, Trevor. This is coming from the same
so it's not opinions, man. Here we go.
It is. You making out that you're
here we go, yeah, go ahead. Lecture on me, Jeremy.
You're out that you're in your ivory tower. You're the same fella that about...
No, I'm no ivory tower, Jeremy. I work for you in relationships.
You're the same fella that said about 6 months ago that you bought your missus a treadmill because she didn't lose the post-baby weight. So don't be making out that you are all...
Concerned for her health, Jeremy.
Sorry?
Concerned for her health.
Oh, of course.
I'm a bad guy for that, am I? Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly why you did it. But
you and Ed think that everybody with a disability should be, and anyone who's not having a disability should be forced into staying in relationships. Okay.
No, nobody should be forced to stay into a relationship.
Well, that's what Ed is saying. Ed is exactly saying that.
Ed said if they go out on a date and the person at the end of the date says, "Look, Ed, I'm not really
lads, sorry, hold on. Ed said this fella who's in this relationship, if he wants to leave, he's a scumbag.
That's exactly what he said. He did it.
Sorry, he wants this fucker to live the life of misery just to suit this board. No, okay, it doesn't work that way.
I didn't hear any of this, guys. I don't know. I didn't hear any about this trolls or anything. Or I was in his live yesterday. He had 30 people in there. So yeah, well, God bless him. We'll show some love and support today. I'll try tag him in some stuff or whatever. I'll try my best, but it's all about who you add, isn't it? You know, I don't know. It could be the time of day. It could be the type of settings he has on. I restrict my videos sometimes to over 18s. Sitting here, my back's in bits. Yeah, Fable, keep being you if Fable's in here. About the trolls will come to get me, but the thing about that is they realise I am a troll. I'm an uglier, smellier, junkier, fucking, just, I am the troll. So, they leave me alone. For now. You know what I mean? I'll talk shit about myself. You don't need to talk shit about me. I will talk shit about myself. We're quite good at that, us. Recovering addicts or addicts. I can talk shit about myself all day. Can't wait to get into the shower and wash myself. I had a shower yesterday. I had 2 yesterday. I'm still a smelly bastard. Still need to go and have a shower. You know. Yeah, I'm the only. Yeah, they'll come to me and they'll be like, "Oh shit. What have we stumbled across?" It's like, yeah, you stumbled across a cocaine smoking little fucking junkie from the north side, yeah? I can't get my phone working. It does this tricky shit sometimes, guys, and I can't.
Okay, let me go back, Steve, or to Steve's message. He wants to end the relationship. His family are calling him scumbag for even thinking of it. What's your advice to him? I know he'll be listening to this podcast.
Sorry, Adrian, is that for me?
It is, yep.
Yeah. Listen, Adrian, I'm not going to be harsh. I would tell him not even to mention the whole bipolar thing. Just say, listen, it's not working anymore. I'm not feeling it. I think we should take a break and then just eventually let the break run its course. I wouldn't even mention it, Isabel. That's just going to kick her while she's down even more.
Okay, I agree with Trevor. I agree with Trevor. For the first time ever.
Yeah, but to be saying this fella's a scumbag and he should be, and his family and friends should be fucking ashamed of themselves, saying that he should be staying there just because she has bipolar. And the same with Ed saying because she has a disability, he should be staying.
But Trevor,
that's not right, lads.
Yeah, but the optics aren't great either when you hear of a man breaking up with someone because they have.
The optics aren't particularly.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to tell anybody it's about the bipolar. You know what I mean? And the fact that people are saying, "Oh, just because you don't love her now, you might in a few years," that's a load of shit, lads.
And we've had the conversation of couples staying together just for the sake of the kids. They don't love each other anymore.
Trevor's one of the most shallow men that we've ever had on this podcast, and you are. I mean,
wow.
Well, you are. You are. You bought your missus a treadmill because she wouldn't lose the post-baby weight. Like that's.
There's been worse than your shallow boys, but I'll take it. I'll take it on the chin.
I don't think there are. So you're as shallow as a puddle, in fairness. So don't be making it the truth.
Well, a spit, more or less.
Yeah, you're as shallow as a spit. But I can understand. Okay, Ed is a bit OTT and is a bit aggressive, but I can also. Okay, but he's also coming from a place where he probably has been, judged because of his disability. He probably has had people say...
No, but I was just about to say, is it not extraordinarily patronising to say, oh, I'll stay with you, poor thing, God, you have a disability, I'll stay with you just because of that? That's pathetic. Trev, stay there for 1 second. I want to bring in Eddie on this.
Your man Ed's a Fruit Loop. Stay with her longer. He's with her 7 months. 7 months is enough time. He's not able to cope. So
here's one for you. There's a cafe in Amsterdam called Brownies with Downies. And all the staff are Down syndrome people. Now at first me and my missus were shocked by this. Until we seen video footage of it. And it looks like the single most best cafe I've ever wanted to go in my whole life. Now I won't eat some brownies if there's cannabis in them, but I'll eat regular brownies. But I will want to be humbled. I want to go to Brownies with Downies, and that's not Google it. Love it. What the most peaceful, loving, joyful, most imaginative, friendly, kind, on time, punctual sandwich or brownies you'll ever have. Look it up, Google it.
Just to confirm what he fucking already knew, everybody is entitled to happiness. And like Vanessa said, he's not the right person for her. And if he stays with her, his mental health will end up in the gutter. And if his mental health ends up in the gutter, hers will get worse because she thinks he's only staying with her because he doesn't want to walk away. And then it's a whole crock of shit. You have one life. Everybody is entitled to happiness. And if you're not happy with your circumstances, you change them.
Opinions Matter. Opinions Matter. With Adrian Kennedy and Jeremy Dixon. A daily podcast from Ireland about opinions.
Grace has been in touch on WhatsApp 085 825 2626.
He should walk away and let her find somebody who will embrace every aspect of her and somebody who will be more understanding to her mental health issues. It shouldn't really be, should I go? If you're asking that question, you're already wanting to go, so just go and let her move on and find somebody who can support her in the right way. He's really not the man for her if he would leave her after finding out she's got mental health issues. So why not give the girl an opportunity to go and find somebody who can love and support her in the right way?
Gloria, you're on Opinions Matter. How are you, Gloria?
Yeah, I'm good.
Now, Gloria, what did you want to say on this?
Well, first of all, nowadays probably you have to go for an interview when you're going on a date, it sounds like. But then anyhow, the girl, I'm just wondering how she getting moody and emotional. Does she think he's causing anything to make her feel this? You don't just get moody and emotional for nothing. And I think he should, if he cares about her, he would sit down, talk to her and ask her what the issues and what's happening and help her, And if he can't do that, then just go tell her he's not able to deal with this relationship.
And a lot of people would say that that's a much more honest and decent thing for him to do, rather than stick out a relationship and end up in a year or two totally resenting her.
Yeah, but how come he didn't notice any signs in the beginning?
I assume that's how he...
been very happy.
I assume that's how he eventually found out. He must have asked, because he could see, he says... it's her moods. Some days she's great, and then other days she's a completely different person, short-fused and snappy with me, and I can't deal with her moods. So obviously at some stage in the last 7 months he asked her what's up here, and she obviously eventually told him.
Yeah, but why? I'm trying to figure out why she's moody and snappy and all these things, just to him, like.
Well, I don't know if
saying anything or doing anything.
I don't know if it's just to him, but anyway, the bottom line is, she admitted, obviously, at some stage that she lived with bipolar disorder, and he's finding it really difficult.
Maybe she didn't think that was an issue. Do you know what I mean? Maybe she thought she was okay. Some people are so quiet and emotional people. Do you know what I mean? Keep things in. Maybe she thought maybe she could cope with it and everything would be fine. Maybe she had plans to tell him in the future. You don't know, you know. She just didn't tell him then.
She didn't tell him at the start, and maybe she should have, but she didn't. And he's a bit annoyed about that. But anyway, would you think worse of him if he decides to end the relationship because he can't cope? No. Okay.
No. As long as he sits down and has a chat with her about it, you know, and tell her he's not in a position to, he can't, you know, cope with someone who's you know, is moody.
Well, a lot of people.
What's happening?
A lot of people were saying that he shouldn't say that. He should bring her, break it to her gently, and just say, "Look, this relationship just isn't working for me," rather than say, "It's because you have bipolar."
Oh yeah, no, you wouldn't be saying that. No, they're right in saying that. You know, you have to go about it the right way and not hit nails. You know, like say. Like he's not in a position, and what you were saying there, like, you know.
Okay, now let me
let her down gently.
Let her down gently. Sorry, Trevor, you were trying to get back in there. What did you want to say?
I love the fact, and I don't want to have a go at Gloria, but I love the fact that she came on. The first thing was, did he do anything to trigger her?
Oh, right.
No, I'm not saying he did. I'm saying anything. He could be, they're in a relationship, remember. He could be
but
somewhere.
Gloria, she lied to him for 7 months. She never divulged her mental health.
Other people are moody as well. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but she's diagnosed with bipolar. She should have told him at the start, given him a chance to think, and could he go away and even think about could he handle it. She never gave him that option. Now he is openly said, I want to end the relationship, but he's being bullied to stay in the relationship by his family and friends. Do you think that's right, Gloria?
No, he's not being bullied. They're only saying why he doesn't. They're only suggesting.
Gloria, they're saying he's disgusting for walking away from her. Do you not think that's being bullied? No,
I don't think they're bullying him. I think they're kind of.
So he has said to his family and friends, I want to end this relationship, and they're saying you can't do that because of a bipolar. And you really don't think that's bullying him to stay in a relationship?
No, he didn't.
Yeah, they did.
Say
that's what his family said. That's what his family and friends said, and that's what I've heard off this podcast. Am I right, Adrian?
But listen, if I'm going on an interview now on dates, all you want to know. Write them all down.
Yeah, bring your bloody medical history with you too, Gloria. That's the way 2025 is shaping up.
All right, thanks very much indeed.
Well, come here. Some men as well are the same. They don't tell nothing either.
No, that's very true. All right, thanks very much indeed for your call. Let me bring in Sean.
I think Ger and Ed are being a bit foolish here, like to say it's disgusting or whatever, to be believing it. And same with his family. I think his family are being foolish. Look, she didn't disclose that information, which I think she should have. If he's not able to cope with it, then he's not able to cope with it, and it's not going to be a good situation for him. And he's well within his right to leave, and he shouldn't be judged for it. And as you keep saying, no, he should stay, he's an asshole for walking away, whatever. Should he still sit there and stay with her? Like, if she has a really bad day and ends up hitting him, should he still stick around then? You know, you can't be telling people they have to stay somewhere in a relationship if they can't cope with it. At the end, like, this is only 7 months in. What's he going to be like 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road? How's his mental health going to be? You're always picking on the other side, and it's fuck him. He's an asshole. Do you know what I mean? It's a joke. Take it easy.
All right, Sean, thank you. And finally, Jess.
If Steve doesn't want to stay because his partner has bipolar, he doesn't have to. No one can make him. No diagnosis could make him stay. A fair play to Amanda for being open and honest about her experiences with it, and for Ed to say, oh, you're disgusting. No, pal, look in the mirror because you're the fucking disgusting one. Saying, oh, well, you should have to stay. No! Like, people don't stay together if they don't want to, for whatever reason. So get your head out of your fucking There's Paul.
All right, okay.
So angry.
So angry.
On a day like today, although maybe you're listening to the podcast and it's snowing at the moment. That's the great thing about podcasts. You can be listening to it
at any time. But as we're recording it, it's 23 degrees outside the studio here.
Why so angry, Jess? I just bring Jess out for dinner some night.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much indeed for listening to this latest Opinions Matter podcast. Please hit subscribe or follow. Click on the bell icon on Spotify and you'll get a notification every time we upload a new episode.
That's enough of that. Lose me bleeding marbles there. Didn't know who I was bleeding listening to. Ah, Jesus, me head's up me bleeding ass today. We should later was in Keith's gaff. You know Keith from over there in the flats, you know past Borkies? Yeah, went up there, got a few grams with it, yeah. Did you pay for it? No, I didn't, no. You know me, session man, no, not like. Shut up. I wasn't even talking to you. Shh. Yeah. All he is a fucked up in the head. Oh, so fucked up in the head. And that's why we're family now. Oh, you're the family I always needed. Because we're so fucked up that nobody really notices our little stupid shit that we do because we're all a little bit fucked up on our YouTube channel. What shall we do? Roll up joint number 3. And I don't mean the one outside beside the grass and the flowers. Are you my family? Or are you just fucked up over there on the old little joint all by yourself? Cause I tell you there's plenty of room on this side. Because I can imagine whatever the fuck I want, cause I'm fucked in the head. Oh, they put me on sertraline a year to go. And now I'm afraid to go without. It's a burden I face each evening. I medicate throughout the day. What the fuck you gonna do about it? Are you my family? Do you think you're fucked up just like me? Oh. That's enough now. I don't sign autographs. I don't sign autographs. I will if you pay me. What do you want? I don't want money. Well, what would you like to be paid in? Crack cocaine? So is that yes or no? Jesus, you just got here. Fucking no. But I want to get the fuck out of here. That's what I want to do. I want to get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck. Don't end up shit. Yeah, that's the type of mood I'm in today. Got an email saying that the post or the fucking milkman, 26 quid. From 3 years ago. How about them ones on a Sunday morning? I am a bit fucked, but I have medication for it. Some people don't. I feel sorry for them. Got myself woke up there, didn't I mean? What happened? You got someone saying snap. What's happening? Oh, good, just awake here. She lovely. I don't know, I nearly broke my teeth off from grinding, you see. Apparently, I'm not sound like that person, but I think I am. There's just an inherent spark of violence the odd time, and I don't know where it comes from. It was a dog. Thought I was getting fucking creeped up on there. What was it? It was a dog. What breed was it? It doesn't fucking matter what breed. It bit me. Now shut the fuck up. Why? Because we're on coke and we're in McDonald's. Sorry, I thought I was back 2 years ago when I used to do crack down my Tesco shop. It was very daunting, but I used to have to do it. And I'd walk around feeling like an absolute scared, vulnerable little boy. And I'd be on my face. And it was very traumatic. You know? It's like, hurry the fuck up, bitch. I've been queuing here for ages. I know you're 97 and you like to use your change and all your vouchers, but I'm on my face on crack right now. That was a year ago. 2 years ago. Shut the fuck up. Stuff going on around the car today. Oh, how he is. How's everybody? Jono, what's happening? Yeah, still in bed. God bless you. I mean that in the most serious way. Like, I wouldn't like it. Then your family and your missus get worried, the kids and all. And then you start getting angry. That's the thing. Once you start getting angry, you want revenge. It took me 2 years to get over the fact my bike was robbed. Never had nothing stolen from me in Ireland, bar 20 lump of hash. But fucking killed me, that did. Going in for ages saying I was going to cut this fella's throat, and I was. I was a full-blown crackhead, and he took the only form of fucking transportation I had. Still gets me, that does. The fuck was his name again? Oh, prick. Yeah. Anyway, I'm on a bit of a mad one. Heavily medicated. You know, the sun is shining. I don't know what mood the family's in. I'll have a wash. And make a few phone calls maybe. When I say that, I mean I go through my phone book or my bleeding messages or my emails and whatever, and I just reply to whoever texts me. If no one texts me, happy days. Churches, my local church is closed, guys. That's why I didn't go. It's getting work done. I didn't know. That's why it was closed last week. And then we looked it up. And we drove past. It's all fucking whatever that shit is up all around it. And but God doesn't take a day off, you see. So I have faith that He knows I had every fucking willingness within me to go, but it was closed. So that took the wind out of the sails there for a bit. You know what I mean? You ever watch Assassin's Creed? Get the sails up, steadfast. So we need to just chill the fuck out. That's what we need to do. The little one's in there, I can hear her banging the TV with the... She bangs the TV now when she watches a scaredy bit on The Lion King. Have a good sweet old day. I tuned the SD. Good morning, fella. I feel like I'm to Japan. Oh, sorry, well, I feel like Pearl Harbor every day. It's like, what are these people dropping? Did I get a chance to tell you that I loved you? What would I have said anyway? I miss you now. Can you feel me too? I'm not practicing as much as I should in the last 75 hours. Don't do me like that. You son of a bitch. Why would you do me like that? It's hurting my fingers. It's hurting my fingers. Yeah, I did jump in. I'm pretty sure I jumped in. How are you, Carlton? I seen you going live and I got your message. I was busy yesterday though, swimming and stuff. Hold me fingers, that's how little I've been doing it. I thought I was over that, man. Can I help you to stay clean? Help you understand all that it means. Couldn't think of anything else. The old finger wrist motion is not working right at this moment in time. Right at this moment in time, dank. But I can't do it. Walk, don't relapse, exactly. That's it. And the other one we came up with, Lena, WADA. Women Against Drugs Action. Someone can try and steal it, but they can suck my left Irish flag. I did. I want someone to donate money so I can buy in bulk the shirts, and I want to see how many women, mothers, nieces, daughters, girlfriends, grannies, to wear that on their live stream and say enough is enough. It's no longer cool, no longer acceptable, no longer can we turn a blind eye to the men in our lives that sell drugs and kill people over drugs. So you're gonna have to kill me and Lena to stop us from wearing them. And I know she'll get a few people in the church to wear them as well. The days of the drug pushers are coming to a bloody end. Is your little girl on the shit that you sell? Or is she too good, unlike mine? Oh, you heroin selling, low-life, cowardly bastard. I wish you could realize how much a piece of scum you are. fingers are not moving today. Jono, absolutely hang in there. Hang in there. It's actually, I'm just keeping my fingers on the cords here. No, that's not what I asked for. What I asked for was you strings to do what the fuck I asked. Now I tuned it twice yesterday and I'm not checking today. Even if it is out tuned, I don't care. Because I tell you one thing, it's a pain in the fucking bollocks. Tune in the fucking thing. Sorry about the language, Lena. But yeah, I know, yeah. You know, and we all know people, maybe friends or someone we think, wow, he's living, you know, he's a Robin Hood of the new age. He's living his life, whatever. He's a drug dealer, but at the end of the day, someone's daughter or someone's son or someone's dad or someone's mother is slowly killing themselves, committing suicide. For profit. You have to remember now, the police always said it took me years to realise. For profit. The people bring in the tons of it, then it gets sent down the line, and all the money goes up the line. They don't want the drugs, they don't want the nightclubs or the fancy days. Your daughter or my daughter should die in an alleyway, prostituting herself for a queue of fucking heroin. Queues a 20 back. Because this cunt wants to live in Dubai. Ow! I'm just fiddling around with it, guys, you know what I mean? No dirty jokes. My hand is on my guitar. Keep staring at the TV. That's it, so I keep staring at the TV, so I go on you dirty, that's it. Sorry, I told you I can get a bit eccentric. Maybe I do have bipolar after all. I have something, if not multiples, but the ones we know is body dysmorphia, generalized anxiety disorder, suicidal ideation, and chronic addiction. Back the fuck up. I can't see shit. How are you, Jolene? Christine, how are you? Sorry I missed you now. Sorry I'm talking dirty too. We're having a laugh and a joke. We were having a laugh and a joke. It was going well until someone pulled out a bag of coke. How many will shun the man? Or how many will fall? So as I sit here with a big clogged up nose, 'cause I'm the first one to fall, 'cause I'm no better than you. How does that happen? Oh, it happens when I get about 6 to 8 drinks into me. Then I turn into that horrible world junkie. It's a sad reality. Yeah, go on the piss, they say. Yeah, you'll love it, they say. They don't tell you that it's the most boring, shittest, most depressive fucking thing ever, unless you use cocaine. And they don't actually ever tell you that the only thing that will get you off a stoop after you drink fucking 2 bottles of wine, 6 cans, 4 vodkas, 2 whiskies and 4 tablets is a gram of flake. You know what I mean? Or 30 quid, 6 rocks for 30. That's the only thing that's going to wake you up, you know? And I don't really enjoy that no more. Well, I do, but I just can't do it no more. So, henceforth, at least I'm learning. I'd love to get piss switches. But I wouldn't want you to kick me out of your gaff when I insult you by insisting that it's a great idea that we get an 8 of coke and wash it up. sorry, take all your steam out on me, guys, whatever. I feel like a bag of melted wellies and used condoms today. I'm so sorry, but that's how I feel. So, if anyone's feeling a bit shit and wants to let off a bit of steam, you're welcome. God took it without. Maybe I can. I don't know. Family life is different. I don't know. But what I do know is, right now, I feel like a big bag, you know, a black bag that you've seen in Pryor's Ward fucking estate for about 16 weeks. Do you know that smelly black bag that just won't go away? It's been ravaged and savaged, it's been cold, it's been hot, it's been fucking lost, it's been lonely, it's been opened, it's been closed, it's been eaten. That's how I feel today. So, if anyone's feeling like a see you next Tuesday, let me just tell you there's a bigger one in the world, and apparently it's me. It's not new though, I've been hearing this since I was 11, so sorry. If anyone wants to know how to come to terms with the fact that they are the fuck up, they are the scum, they are the ones that say the wrong thing, they are the ones that don't do the right thing, they are the ones that are like, just lose every job they've ever had, you know what I mean, don't talk to people for ages. Yeah, like that fella. Me. Yep. Oh yeah. Sometimes when you think you're nice, maybe you're not. I can't really play any chords for you guys. My heart's not really in it today. I do want to get my other one back open though. I seem to have forgot where to put my fingers. Or my fingers have got fatter or something, but something's not working like it was a couple of weeks ago. Jesus Christ! Someone called the emergency service. Say something's not right. There's a load of weird noises coming from over the fence. And smell. What? Yeah. Is that they're getting loads of grey now? What's going on with that? I didn't mean it, God. I'm saying all things knowing that could be worse. You don't need to go grey on me. Not today. It's Sunday. It's your day today. How can there be nice and sunny yesterday and not sunny today? Here it was. Here it was. Oh. That was a close one. Coming in like a fire jet. Oh, he's angry at his friend. Get the fuck out of here. Or I'll slap you over, you little brat. Let me put my guitar down. Oh, let me put my guitar down. Oh. Yeah. Oh. He's an angry fuck. Oh, there's two of them now. I was waiting for this. You don't know fucking physics like I do, yeah? This is a flat surface. Yeah, you got me now. I snapped this thing with your fucking hands. Coexistence was possible. Coexistence was possible. Yeah. Smelled them pheromones, didn't he? Prick. Jesus. No way. Yeah, I know, Jolene, yeah. Other people might think, geez, he has it in there because he's packing some serious meat and he's out there taking dirty photos. It's not that. Sorry. So I just want anyone who might be thinking, oh, geez, no, that's not it. No, even though that does say 45, that seems like a number that might come close to it. Yeah. See, sometimes I'm a bit nutty, guys. I sometimes have to cheer myself up a little bit. You know what I mean? Could have family watching this going, you're a fucking horrible cunt. You're a miserable prick. No one likes you. Fuck you. Come on. Yeah, come on. I'm not even going to panic this time because you don't understand. This is a flat object. You're going to get danced on. I'm going to love dancing on you because you keep coming back here. Here he is. I know there's a bush up there, but I will. Get the fuck. Yeah, there he is. I'm washing away now, little bastard. But I'm gonna have a wash in a little while, guys, and then baby's already had something to eat, or the little one, should I say? And just try to make the most of the day. That's all. That's all it is. I haven't been keeping up with the chat, so. No, John, they didn't actually. Now, I wanted to say to them, put a little bit of oil in the pan, in a tiny little pan. We have a tiny one. Let the kids crack an egg into it and see if the oil will heat up enough to. But they wanted it on the floor. Now, black tarmac had them. If you were in a newly built estate and you had that black tarmac, and you know, I can only assume it works on the bottom of a car. It was 46 degrees. Yes, when we got into a car. In the car, it was fucking horrible. She said it was 46. In the car, though. Do you know what I mean? When the windows were up and all, sitting there. It's nice and cool today, but I don't really. I'm trying to get the energy, guys. I'm trying to get the. Oh, he's coming for his friend. His friend crawled in the roof. His friend crawled in the wooden frame of that because I killed him. Hey, get the. Go on. He's a mama. He's a bastard. He is. Yeah, your friend's in there. He's dead. Killed him. You're not getting him back. Right, so I knocked him down with the electrocution thing, and then before I could stand up, he went underneath the door frame and crawled up. So he's in there. Huh. Oh, yeah, you little bastard. Yeah, you want to be dead here? Yeah, dead. Yeah. Bastard. Yeah, any more? Oh, fuck, there's loads. Shite. Where'd he go? Oh, shit, he's still there. He didn't die. Shit. I need the electrocution thing. Oh, I'm under attack. Oh, there it is. There's too many wasps in there. See? I'll see you in a bit.